What I've learned about failure is not to be afraid to ask for help, and that no failure, no matter how painful, is wasted. In 2008, my husband and I opened a corner shop. We'd always wanted to open our own business, and he'd been made redundant, so we had a bit of money for a deposit, and we took out a bank loan and bought a sandwich shop. So he was a telecoms worker, and I was an admin person. So we had loads of experience to open a sandwich shop, obviously, but it came with workers, staff, so we thought we'd be okay. And on that first morning, we got there, and there was no sign of the staff. They didn't turn up, and they were never coming because they'd got other jobs. But the original owner, hadn't told us because he thought we might wobble on the sale. So there we stood, feeling very naive, very stupid, and very panicked. So we didn't have a clue, but we did have family and friends. So we made a few phone calls, and the cavalry did turn up in the form of our daughter, her friend, and some friends from our local church. And we did get through that first very hairy couple of weeks until we got some permanent staff. And we managed, and it's amazing what can happen when we ask for help. But over the next 4 years, we still struggled, to be honest, because a recession hit the UK, and we did start to hemorrhage money, and we started to go into debt. And it all came to a head when we had our second food hygiene rating. The first one had given us a 5-star rating, and we were really proud of it. But then the lady that had done our first check had retired, and we got a new lady who you could call a new broom. And our building was really old. It was an old-fashioned corner shop. And this lady came in, and she wanted all sorts of physical changes, which were going to be really costly in our building. And she said that if these changes weren't made within 4 weeks, she was going to close us down. And at that point, I think we felt quite devastated. After a lot of hard work and hard slog, with really low finances, we felt really quite broken, and we didn't know where to turn. And we went to church that Sunday, and we were praying with some friends, and we had talked about this to them and asked for prayer. And that afternoon, we got a phone call from a couple that we hardly knew, and they just said to us, "We think you should go ahead with the repairs, and we've got a cheque waiting here. We would like as a gift to pay for those repairs for you." And we were actually really thankful, amazed, but really taken aback, and we actually thought it was a bit too much. We weren't sure we should accept this gift. But then I remembered somebody once saying to me that both giving and receiving are thermometers of the heart. So we decided to very gratefully accept. And we felt that was, or I felt that was a lesson learnt for me, that I could learn out of this failure, that to give and receive were thermometers of the heart, and that one day somebody might need help from me. So to receive that gift was a really precious thing. To be humble and to receive something in this failure was a lesson that I could learn, and that one day when somebody else was really struggling, that would give me the heart to help them. So in both of these situations, I feel that something I've learned out of failure is to not to be afraid to ask for help, and that no matter how painful a failure is, that there is something that I can learn out of it.